Oh my god, it's been 4 months since building another ship challenge. Well, you know what that means. Let's build a challenge today. Today, I really want to build a ball challenge. I think a ball challenge would be quite fun. I've built a couple of these in the past that have been like really nice and satisfying. Hey. And I kind of want to make another one today. I don't know, I just feel like making a ball challenge. But first, before we do that, I think we need to go ahead and employ old trusty here. Oh, look at it. It's beautiful. Yep, I'm going to be using this ball for a bit. Alright, so first we need to pick a song here, of course. What is this? Got no time, I got no time to live. Tempted to make it with Ado. Yeah, you know what, bugger it. I'm gonna use the intro to Ado. I really want to. I don't know why, Ado is just cool. Okay, so first step, of course, create a portal underneath, check it so I can see this top line up here. I wanna sync this up with the first like, and then I can click this, and then have that be a late click like that. Wait, can you even survive that? No. Oh god. How is that survivable, dude? That is the dumbest thing of all time. Why is that so consistent? Okay, I guess we're doing that then. And then I'm tempted to do some sort of half slab structure like this. And of course the detail is going to have to be black like so. It should really just be black by default, but oh well. No. And then I'll do a ball timing like this or something. I don't know. That's not too tight though. Oh, that might be too tight. I don't even know if that's physically possible, dude. If it is possible though, it's way too tight. Maybe if I do a half spike like that. And then I'll kind of do like a da-dun-dun, and then so you have to go like this. And then I'll have it so you go mini like through this transition like that. And then so you gotta hit this green orb really late maybe. Oh, that might be too evil. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm keeping it. Bro, I don't even care. That's funny as. Yeah, that's perfect. And then I'll put a spike there, and then maybe like even a half spike there. No, that's too evil. And then I'll put a normal portal there, normal gravity portal, and then normal size portal maybe as well. And then maybe do something like this. I'll have to do it like that so it's timed a little bit better, I think. And then how the hell am I gonna do the boo? Swing cop? No. Oh, but maybe. That's so good. Oh my god, that's actually amazing. I love that so much. Okay. And then so you're gonna have to swing copter around those. I'm not gonna have it be a super difficult swing copter, but I do want it to be like somewhat difficult at least. Wait, what? Apparently, if you make it go dual and then undual, it like extends the ball's hitbox area. What I might do is I might give this a bit of a start offset as well. So I'll start it at 8.2 seconds. So it starts on the second bar of the first bit so that you can get the... Because I want it to go to 2 times speed here. I really want a 2 times speed ball. I don't know why, I just do. What I'm going to do here as well is I'm going to add a couple of spikes, maybe even one there. Would that be too much? Yeah, that would be too much. Just adding some S blocks and stuff in there just to make it a little bit more consistent. This could be kind of neat. If I have like a little spike there that you have to yeah, like that. Okay, so we've got this part done now, and I'll add a couple spikes in there. Maybe I'll make these half spikes just so it surrounds that portal a little bit nicer. All right, so before I continue with the rest of this challenge, please consider dashing right into that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. But also, I want to go ahead and structure this a little bit because at the moment, you can just kind of like, yeah, it just makes it a little bit too easy. So I'm going to go ahead and start like building structures around these spikes just so that you can't skip stuff. Okay, so here, what am I going to do for structuring this? Probably try and introduce a few more half slabs around the place. I think that's probably not a bad idea considering we've already got one here, right? So just putting a few around just to try and introduce them a little bit more. Maybe I could even do something like this and put like one there and then one half space down. If I just like incorporate them every now and then, like maybe chuck one there as well. I think this challenge is pretty satisfying. I hope it is. Okay, so I guess the top layer of these blocks are going to be these just default blocks and these slabs mixed in. I think that's probably not a bad idea. I can also flip those vertically if I want to for some of them. I could also chuck a saw blade there probably. Okay, so now I am considering using these objects and then having something in the middle, maybe like these. Of course, I'm going for like a relatively 1.0 theme as I usually do. Yeah, I kind of like these structures. I think they're cool. For these single blocks, I'm gonna have to do something a bit different, I think. I could literally just like go like this and then half space that into there, but I don't really want to do that particularly. I could just do these. Honestly, I think these work pretty well. And then I might have these just hanging off some chains. Maybe some like thick chains would work better. And I can kind of incorporate a few more of these, like have one here, maybe half spaced there, something like that. Because I got to stop you from being able to just do that, right? And you know what? I am going to finally, for the first time in my life, use a different saw blade than the default ones. Yes! I've come a long way, guys. I've come a long way, okay? And then I can just do kind of more of these, maybe delete a couple blocks in here, and incorporate some of these. I don't know, not too exciting, just kind of adding decoration. Oh, look at that perfect space. Oh, yes! Aha, there's one crucial detail I nearly forgot, and that is ground spikes. Do I want to just go for these spiky ground spikes, or do I want to go for something a little bit more rounded? Yeah, I think these could work. I think these could work. These also have the edges like that, which makes it really, really easy to decorate. Because I could do that and that going into these structures like so. Okay, and then I want to have some kind of, maybe I will use some default saws, kind of sticking out of the ground here. I think that could work quite well. You know, there's just something about decorating in this style that's so much fun. I don't know what it is. It just is really, really enjoyable. Like, I don't have to worry too much about even like colors. Like, I don't have to worry about colors at all. It's kind of nice. It's nice to not have to worry about stuff like that every now and then, you know? I don't know. Okay, cool. I call this part just about complete, I think. Yeah, let's give it a look. Okay, well, anyway, I think it's about time we move on to the next part then. I'm tempted to go like slaughterhouse style with this and just have like a bunch of blue orbs. Yeah, I think that could work. I don't know if this would be possible. It's possible. Oh, it almost feels doable as well. Yeah, bugger it, I'll do it. If it's too hard, I'll nerf it later, but for now, I'm keeping it. Alright, and at this point, I wasn't really commentating that much while I was making this gameplay, and the process I went through was basically just going with whatever felt natural. So I'd like, you know, play through the level, click a couple times that felt in time, and then put orbs and spaces and stuff where those clicks felt natural to place. It's a really fun way to make gameplay, and personally, I feel like it turns out alright when you do stuff like that, but yeah, I don't know. I just kind of went along and just placed stuff where I felt like placing stuff. Now I kind of want this to kind of staircase down into a difficult last jump, like that. Okay, that's doable. That last click is kind of difficult, but once you get used to it, it's not that bad. Okay. Wow, okay. Hang on. That sounds a bit strange. Sounds a bit funny, if you will. A bit funny. Yes, I know this song has the funny sound in it, but just, I'm gonna ask you to ignore it. I was this close to just cutting off the challenge before it actually got to that point in the song, but I'd rather like have it end on a conclusive note rather than just kind of cut off arbitrarily because of it. So yes, I know that this song is weird, just please don't comment about it. Alright, so now let's get rid of that start pause, and now I've got to add structuring around all of this. Oh my god. Okay, I want to do something different for the structuring for this part as opposed to the first part. I feel like it wouldn't be a tried level without including some of these 1.0 objects, so I'm gonna have to include those, I think. I have to. I don't have a choice. I think what I might do is kind of extend just normal structures like this going into the ground, like so, and then just kind of extend around it with these like little black blocks here. So maybe weird feeling structures I feel like could be kind of neat for this. And then of course I can include a couple spikes on there like that. Yeah, I think that's cool. Okay, now for these, I'm kind of tempted to do something along the lines of this for these structures. Have them kind of snake around like that. Yeah. It'll have black objects underneath, and you can kind of see how that meets like that. And of course, don't forget the corner blocks. But just kind of, if you see what I mean, like making these different structures work together in a way. I don't know. Okay, they're way too hard. I'm just gonna replace these with half spikes. It's still difficult, but it's a lot more doable, yeah. Now, of course, a good old job of just extending the same decoration we've already established to the rest of the structures. This is definitely the most fun part. That's a lie. This is not fun. It's just a bunch of copy-paste. It's not that exciting. Let's get to the exciting stuff. Alright, so I finished this part here, as you can see. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. It's just basically continuing the theme we established up here and continuing it throughout the whole thing here. So I kind of almost want to go with more of an open theme here, to be honest. So I want to do do something a bit different for these platforms first of all. What if I use these ones here? Actually, let me try something here. I don't know how good this will look, but I kind of want to give it a go. Yeah, it's like this object, but it goes across the whole thing. Kind of a similar thing to just the regular blocks, but they actually are like better looking now. So I'm going to copy paste that over there as well. And I'm just gonna like put maybe this here and add a couple spikes onto it like that. And I can realistically get rid of a couple of those to make that a little bit shorter. All right, so I've added a bunch of these, but it's still, I don't know, it doesn't feel that difficult. So I might make it a little bit more challenging just by adding some of these type of structures around. So it still feels kind of light and airy, but it's still gonna have a bit of challenge to it, of course, right? Bits down like this look really, really open. So I kind of want to maybe scale up some saw blades and chuck them down here. I won't scale hack these, I'll just scale these up just to try and fill in a little bit of space, right? Okay, yeah, I think that's pretty decent. And then I'll add a couple of these like slightly smaller saw blades in between, just like in random places like this. And then of course we need some ground spikes in here. Okay, so now we need to work on colors and pulses. Yep, that's right. I also need to do something with this transition part, but I'll work on that in a little bit. Okay, so I want to start off with a background color. What do we want to start off with here? I'll start off with a nice purpley type color, and I don't want it to be too dark, but I want it to be a little bit darker. For this, I'll copy the color of the background like so, make it a little bit darker to exactly 0.5 apparently. How did I do that? What? And that should give it like a pretty decent tint. Yeah, I think that's good. And I want to have this not stay as one color, but kind of shift around different hues, right? Because that's not something I do very often for some reason. I never have things like shifting around hues. I always keep it the same color. Don't know why. I should really just try and shift around. I'm gonna have this go to a bit of like a lighter blue type color like that. I'll actually pulse it to that instead, and I'll do a little bit of a darker blue, 0.1 and then 0.5 fade out like so. And then I'll do this with no fade in and then have it go to like, I don't know, a greeny color. So you can kind of see how it like does that. I think that's kind of neat. And then at the same time as that pulse, I'm going to pulse the object color black and give it a fade out of maybe the same, maybe 1. And then just to offset the background pulse a little bit, I'll do the object to be like a slightly darker. Maybe I will color this like a bit of a greenier color as well. Give that like a 0.05 fade in and like a 0.3 fade out maybe. Because I kind of want to work with like the weird groovy type nature of the music, right? With the pulses. And then right here, I'm gonna actually change the background color to something else. Maybe like a more orangey type color could be interesting. And then I'll do another object pulse that goes to like black here as well. But maybe put that on a 0.5 fade out instead. And then maybe I'll do another object color pulse like this. And then make it pulse to like a, what's the opposite on the color wheel? Like a nice blue. Have that as a hold of like 0.3 maybe. No fade in, no fade out. Yeah, like that. Oh my god, like Electroman Adventures pulse. I love that so much. Yes! And then right here, I'll pulse the background color to like a really, really dark red. Okay, so yeah, I was just basically going a bit wild with the pulses, just kind of putting them wherever, mostly in time with the music, but some of them are just kind of chucked in there to fill a little bit of space to make it feel less static. And honestly, I really, really like this approach. I think it's very easy to get caught in like trying to make everything in the level sync perfectly to the music, but it's kind of fun to just make things do whatever every now and then, you know? So yeah, I've never really tried this before. My pulses generally are pretty like uniform, pretty in time with the music. I don't experiment with it that much. I might change the hues slightly, but not that much. So this was a very interesting experiment for me, and I think it turned out pretty nice. I'm proud of this. Okay, and then for this part, I'm gonna set the background just to black with 0 fade time. Like literally it'll just be like like that. And then I can go ahead and add a couple half slabs under there maybe. And then at the same time, I might make object color black as well, and then kind of pulse it on. And then start fading it to black across like a second here. So you should still be able to see it, yeah. And then change the background to a light turquoise like this. I think in its current state you can just kind of skip everything, so I'm going to add these invisible spikes up the top. I know, invisible spikes, oh. Just kind of adding in a few more pulses here just to fill everything out a little bit, so maybe pulse that to like a grey. Okay, I'd say those pulses are just about done, and with that, this level is mostly done, to be honest. I'm tempted to give these chains a colour and kind of just, I don't know, flash them with the background maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe I can give these light BG, and then I could do a couple more like object objects in here with light background. Yeah, I'll do that, bugger it. Why not? Add a couple chains in there. And I might add a couple of these on light background as well. Yeah, that looks so much better. Look at that, dude. Yes. Okay, and one final thing, we need to decorate this transition. Little simple design to transition it nicely, right? I don't know. And now for these bits at the bottom, I'm tempted to add some of like, I could do like something like this and then have these just kind of poke out occasionally. Have them just kind of poke out occasionally, like have one there, maybe one down here, that type of thing. Not overthinking it too much, just kind of building. I don't know, it's fun. I love building in this style so much, dude. It's so good. Okay, so now for the finishing touches here, as I think we've decorated just about everything else, right? I'm going to select all here, which we have 1,700 objects. That's pretty decent. Click don't fade, don't enter. Actually, you know what? No, let's do block transitions, bugger it. But I will go ahead and turn off glow here because I think that'll look a lot better. And I'm going to select all of these saw blade objects as well by doing a custom select filter and selecting all. And I'm just going to make these all my go-to, which is 30, of course. Maybe do -30 on the little ones. Why not? And now let's add a couple block transitions. Why not? Let's do this one to start off the level. What if I do like a pulse of them? Does that work? That's so cool! Oh my god, that's awesome. Let's add a few more block transitions here, so it goes to that one, and then I'll use that one maybe. I'm gonna try something that a lot of people have been telling me to do for the longest time, but I've never actually done. So I want this to move down 1, 2, 3, -30, so like this. Okay, so that moves down like so. I'm going to add this to a group now, 4, and make this spawn triggered multi-trigger like that. You might be able to tell where this is going. So now I'm going to place a spawn trigger down and make that spawn number 4. And I'm also going to make one that spawns number 5, which is going to be over here. No, that's 6. 5 over here, which is going to spawn 6 with a delay of 1 second. Of course, these all need to be on spawn trigger and multi-trigger as well, of course. And this is essentially a spawn loop. If you didn't understand what that means, neither did I, it's fine. Yeah, so you can see that's constantly moving down now, which is what I want. But the issue is you can see there's an end to it. I don't want there to be an end to it. So what I'm going to do is every time this happens, I'm going to move this by 30 instantly. So if I played my cards right, we should see that this constantly looks like it's moving down, but it's actually moving up again. So there should never be an end to it. Yes. You can see that it's constantly moving back up. It just doesn't look like it is, right? And I'm tempted to even select this, copy paste, and then build helper that. And then I'm going to do it so these values are reversed. Yeah, so they're moving in the opposite direction now, which is cool. All right, awesome. Okay, and with that, I just about call this level complete. Yeah, so that took me around about 2.5 hours, I'd say. So I guess now it's time to verify it. That's kind of a scary thought. This challenge is hard, but hopefully not too hard for me. So I'm going to go ahead and I guess just start trying to verify this then. Okay, so I'm going to have to hop into practice straight up here, try and do some runs, I think. That's probably my best bet. Because I think I made it so that this beginning part is a lot harder than the end. Well, at least it's harder than the end. I don't know if it's a lot harder, but it is harder. Okay, that was 60 to 100 straight away. This might not take me very long then. Maybe I should buff this. Okay, I might try and go from here. Yeah, let's try and go from here to 100. Ah, bro, that last gap is actually evil. Nice, okay, 28 to 100. Time to go from 0 now. Alright, cool. Ah, 26. Yeah, definitely most of the difficulty in this level is from like 0 to 28. I think that's fine though. Honestly, I think that's alright. 78. No, I clicked that too early. Ah! Ah, last click death. We all knew it was going to happen. Oh, again, no! Oh, do I nerf it? Do I nerf it? I'll nerf it. I'll nerf it. For the good of the people, I'll shift it back a little bit. Because personally, I don't care. I think it's kind of funny. But I don't want people to, like, get frustrated over it, right? Nice. Okay, GG. If I didn't know if that last gap, I definitely would have died to it again. Okay, cool. All right, that took me about 15 minutes to verify. 252 attempts, not bad. 252 attempts, probably my favorite challenge I've ever made. Super happy with how it turned out. Smiley face. All right, and let's go ahead and upload it. Yes. All right, so as usual, here is the ID if you want to play it for yourself. And yeah, as the description says, I'm super happy with how this level turned out. I'm really, really proud of it. This is definitely my favorite challenge that I've made so far. And I think it's just, I don't know, it's so much more creative with like the structures and the pulses especially. Just the pulses bring it to life so much. I'm actually genuinely really, really proud of this. And I'm also like considering making a full level in that kind of a style. I don't know, I feel like that kind of a style, if I polish it a little bit more, add a few more elements to it, could be really, really cool. Rate worthy, maybe not, but I kind of want to see if I can make something like that just for myself, just for fun, because it's definitely like, it feels very me styled. Like I don't know. Let me know if you want to see videos on that. Anyway, I'm going to end this one off here. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I will see you later.